What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. This week's episode is going to be a very intriguing episode. Very intriguing because I'm going to be talking about how exactly WWE can boost ratings for Raw and SmackDown. Which brings me to the question of the day. It brings me to the question of the day. How can I don't even know how to word the question of the day, honestly. Alright, you know what? Here's the question of the day. Who do you think should challenge Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH for the women's tag team titles? Let me know in the comments below. That is the question of the day. I'm very curious because there's quite a few tag teams on Raw and SmackDown that would be more than ready for that kind of opportunity. Obviously, Carmella and Queen Zelina. But with that being said, sorry guys, I had to move my desk back a bit, but you guys know when it comes to Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, one thing there's always a few constants that continue to happen week after week. Number one is the ratings. Is the ratings because of the pandemic? Excuse me. Because of the pandemic, ratings for Raw and SmackDown actually plummeted to a point where the Fox execs and the USA Network execs actually wanted to, from what I remember, terminate their deal with WWE, which was not pleasant. That's why they came up with the ThunderDome concept, was because of the fact that they needed to boost ratings for that particular reason. Now that fans are back, the ratings have gone to, from the reports that I read, they went to an all-time low. I'm actually going to look them up. I'm actually going to look them up right now. As far as the ratings go, As far as we know, the ratings have gone to an all-time low, not just because of the fact that not just because of the fact that we're getting the same matches week after week after week, but also because of the rivals, that is AEW. No, I do not watch, in case you guys are wondering. As far as we know, the reports read that in the last week, AEW, was it Dynamite? Yeah. Again, I don't watch AEW. I don't really care to, honestly. The ratings went down almost 10% than what they normally would get. Mainly because of the, in my opinion, I think that might have been because of the lack of high quality matches that they normally would produce. as far as what I've seen on social media. But with Raw and SmackDown, or rather, I guess NXT 2.0, the ratings went down literally only 4% compared to the last several weeks, averaging over 632,000 viewers overall. Whereas opposed to Monday Night Raw, it actually went up just a little bit. It went up 10%, getting literally well over 1.85 million viewers, and SmackDown has gone up quite a bit, mostly because of the fact that the matches that are on SmackDown have become much more different than Raw, because with Raw it's the same ones over and over again, whereas SmackDown it's slightly different. Plus, I think it's also because of the fact that SmackDown has King Woods, where Raw has Reggie as the 24/7 champion. But within the last several months, within the last month and a half, maybe 2 months, the ratings, truth be told, have gone down just a little bit for a few reasons, and one of the biggest reasons is because of the mass WWE releases, and because of the fact that now is football season. So there are so many things that WWE can do in order to regain the memories, or rather the ratings, if you will, because these numbers were just from within the last month. The last month and a half, which is crazy. As far as now, I'm pretty sure the ratings have gone down a bit. So there are so many things that WWE can do to regain those ratings, and one of the biggest things, that, in my opinion, that they could do is get SmackDown's Universal Champion Roman Reigns in a match with someone from NXT, maybe even potentially NXT UK. In my opinion, that's one of the biggest things that WWE could do, because for one, Roman Reigns has beaten pretty much everybody. He's beaten pretty much almost everybody that there is to beat, so why not have someone from NXT or someone from NXT UK face off against Roman Reigns? Maybe someone like I don't know, maybe someone like Braun Breaker, or maybe even Boa for that matter. Dexter Lumis could be another really good one, another good matchup for Roman. Maybe even Johnny Gargano could be another good one. Kyle O'Reilly would be a good matchup. Perhaps even also Odyssey Jones could be a good matchup as well. Maybe, just maybe, Santos Escobar, or perhaps maybe Zion Quinn. That could be another really good matchup from NXT. Even NXT UK's has got a good amount of talent. They've got they've got A-Kid, they got Ashton Smith, Dave Mastiff, the NXT UK champion Ilya Dragunov. Joe Coffey could be a good matchup because Joe Coffey loves to fight. Roman Reigns is a fighter. It makes perfect sense. Jordan Devlin could be a good one. Perhaps maybe even also Tio Man could be a good one. Wolfgang, Walter would be that would be a really good one. In fact, actually, just recently, over the weekend, on WWE's UK tour, we actually got the chance to see Walter face off against Cesaro, which was a pretty good one as well. So the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless as far as that is concerned. But there are several other things that can also happen as far as boosting up ratings, and that is bringing in, in my opinion, that's bringing in YouTube stars. By bringing in YouTube content creators, both big and small, sign them to WWE, the possibilities are endless with them. They could do anything that they wish. They could maybe even perhaps do commentary, or perhaps work backstage, or if you're someone like me, you could even face Roman, a guy like Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship in a Yu-Gi-Oh match. The possibilities are endless. And you guys know, if you guys have seen this channel for the last few years, you guys know I've been doing my best, doing everything I can to try to get into the WWE, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Me against Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship in a Yu-Gi-Oh match, that right there would be, I would probably say I would probably say the ultimate dream match, because for one, it's a battle between a veteran and a rookie Yu-Gi-Oh player. The rookie obviously being Roman Reigns, the veteran being myself, because I've been a part of the community for almost 16 years, damn near 16 years. So maybe something like that could happen. Only time will tell. But another thing too is that WWE could also sign, people who had just gotten released from Ring of Honor. And you guys know, we actually found out within the last month or so that Ring of Honor had released their whole roster just so they could start fresh, if you will, from the reports that I read. So we could see Jay Lethal in WWE, which would be a possibility, because there have been reports saying that, because there were so many reports saying that Jay Lethal could sign with WWE, which is a very high possibility, given the fact that King Woods is on SmackDown. And if you guys watched TNA from back in the day, you know that Jay Lethal and Consequences Creed, I do remember those days, were actually a tag team at one point. And not only that, but we can even also see guys like EC3 come back. We could see, there are so many others that we could see back, back in currently in WWE. It's, there are so many superstars from Ring of Honor that we could potentially see, which is a very high possibility. We could see. I'm actually looking at the roster from Ring of Honor. So there are some that I could definitely see getting signed to WWE, or coming back to WWE. Again, Jay Lethal, EC3. Who else could Mike Bennett? We could see Mike Kanellis come back, which is possible. Who else could we see? Mark Haskins. I've heard a lot of. I've heard a couple of interesting things about him. We could even also see Kenny King as well. And if you guys remember him from TNA, Kenny King was really good. I remember him very fondly. He was good. He was good. Brody King could be another one. Brian Johnson. Amy Rose, Angelina Love. There are so many. There are so many. There are so many that we could see, but yet, no one knows if we'll be able to see them in WWE. So by bringing those those types of superstars into WWE, not only could the ratings go up, but it could they could very may well surpass AEW for all we know. No one knows yet, but it is a high possibility. And another thing that also boggles my mind is potential new challengers for Roman Reigns. And I did talk about this in an earlier episode of WWE's Biggest Issue, which you guys can check out. Now for an update, obviously, with the roster that we have now for SmackDown, there are so many others. There are so many superstars that could potentially be top contenders for Roman Reigns. You have guys like Angel Garza. You have Ashanti the Adonis. You have Cesaro, Drew Gulak, Drew McIntyre. You have Eric. You have Happy Corbin. You have Humberto Carrillo, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Ivar, Jeff Hardy. You got the Usos, Jinder Mahal, King Woods, Kofi Kingston, Mace, Madcap Moss, Mansoor, Mustafa Ali, Rick Boogs, perhaps, Ricochet, Ridge Holland, Sami Zayn, Shanky, Sheamus could be a good matchup. Shinsuke Nakamura. In fact, I think this Sunday is, I believe Tribute to the Troops, if I remember correctly. I'm actually going to look at my calendar really quickly. Let's see. Yes. Actually, yeah. Yes. So this Sunday is actually Tribute to the Troops, and from what I've been told, from what I've been hearing, apparently we're going to have a champion versus champion match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Roman Reigns. So that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. Even also Top Dollar could be a good matchup for Roman Reigns. So again, the possibilities are absolutely endless when it comes to what WWE could do to boost ratings, even on Raw. Even on Raw is also an issue because of the fact that the ratings had gone down just a tad because of football season. One of the biggest things that we could see are potential challengers for Becky Lynch, in which the roster is completely stacked. When it comes to Raw's women's division, you've got Alexa Bliss, you've got Bianca Belair, you've got Carmella, you've got Dana Brooke, you've got Doudrop, you've got Liv Morgan, who apparently is going to be the next up for a shot at the Raw Women's title, which is a possibility. Nikki ASH, Queen Zelina, Rhea Ripley, Tamina, Tegan Nox. You know the possibilities are absolutely endless. There are so many possibilities. It's almost impossible, no pun intended, to pick exactly who could face Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title. Even also the United States title. We're still trying to figure out who's gonna face Damian Priest for the title, and there again, there's a long list of people. There's a long list of dudes. AJ Styles, Akira Tozawa, Apollo Crews, Austin Theory, potentially Bobby Lashley. Lashley and Damian Priest. That'd be a pretty good matchup. Cedric Alexander, Commander Aziz, Dolph Ziggler, Edge. I know that he was once a former United States champion, That was years ago. That was years. That was like, what, 19, 20? That was what, 20 years ago? 20 years ago. 20 years he had been United States champion 20 years ago, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Dominic Mysterio could be a good matchup for Damian Priest for two reasons. Number one, because because of the last name. Dom is the son of Rey Mysterio, and Priest is a man of respect. And number two, this would be Dom's big opportunity at a singles title. And you guys know Rey Mysterio and his son Dom are the only father and son tag team in history to win tag team gold, which is history right there. Finn Balor could be another good one. Jackson Riker, Kevin Owens, maybe Otis, possibly. Who knows? Maybe even Shelton Benjamin, who's actually a former United States champion in his own right. Even The Miz, because we know Miz actually got eliminated from Dancing with the Stars this past week, which is unfortunate, but he'll be coming back pretty soon. So it is possible, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. But yeah, overall, I think those are just some of the key things that I feel like WWE could do to boost ratings, because by doing just even one or even two of those things, ratings can go up. Ratings can go up to a point where professional wrestlers from all over the world will want to come to WWE. And not only that, if they were to sign content creators like myself, maybe even Logan Paul for all we know, big shout out of course, there's no telling what can happen next. So, but again, that brings me to the question of the day. Who do you guys want to see challenge Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley for the women's tag team titles, and also who do you think should now face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship after Survivor Series? Let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which gets posted every Monday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links will be in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me and want me to open up on the channel, my address will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.